All right. It's the Heat, SiriusXM. You're in Mina's house. I'm Mina SayWhat. I am so happy. Joining the house today is young Blue. Yes, yes.
Mm.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm great. I'm great.
Yo, we play your song like every hour. Your song
Oh,
is
okay.
amazing. Your mind still. We're getting such a positive reaction from your song. Like, how are you feeling right now?
I mean, I feel great. I feel great about it. It's all love to everybody that's supporting the record. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a personal record that hits home for a lot of people. I think it's really relatable. I like how vulnerable you are on the song. Can you talk about like how you got into that space? Because I think you said something that a lot of people feel with like their ex relationships, but you actually managed to like put it in a song.
I mean, yeah. That all my music really been about like not all my music, but most of my biggest songs like always been about uh it's been some deep stuff like stuff that make you think about like old relationships or current relationships that just have problems. So yeah, I've been like that type of artist.
Yeah, I was listening to some of your music. You write a lot of your stuff, right? Well, I noticed you write all of your stuff actually.
Yeah, I do.
So where do you pull that from? Like, I know you've been doing music for a long time, but talk about your journey a little bit. Like, what goes into your writing process?
Uh, really, you know what I'm saying. I mean, it could be like somebody else's situation that I see, or it could be like I feel like everybody really been through like some of the same things for the relationship. So it's just portraying it on the song sometimes hard. So I basically just write about what I feel like people go through, but too vulnerable to say. You know what I'm saying? I make like kind of like vulnerable music.
Drake music. uh, so how long have you been singing? Because I think the best part is really your voice. Like your voice quality is really unique. How long have you been singing? How long have you been doing music?
Uh, I've been doing music for a while, like ever since I was like 13. I started off like rapping. Like when I first started, before I signed to Boosie, I was just doing more like street music and singing and stuff like that. And then once I dropped Miss It and that blew up, uh, then I kind of that was like my first full R&B record that I just dropped and it blew up. So I was like I was just gonna do some more. And then I dropped another like R&B type of record. That one blew up. Then I dropped another one. That one blew up. And then I just became kind of like this go-to like R&B artist for like the underground world. And then this song right here kind of like took it like mainstream.
Right, right. The song hits so different. I mean, it sounds like nothing on the radio. I really like how personal you're being on the song. So, you're from Alabama. Like, talk to us about your upbringing.
Yeah, I'm from Alabama. Like I said, it's just it's a little small city. We don't get a lot of, we ain't got a whole lot going on down there. We do now, but we haven't always had a whole lot going on down there. So it's whatever you can relate back to you know your hood or your area. It's pretty much the same for real. It's all pretty much the same.
Yeah, what's your family like? You got brothers or like does anyone else do music? Like what's that like?
Nah, my daddy did music. I got like a lot of siblings. One of my brothers locked up. One of my brothers passed, and I got like 4, 5 sisters. I got like 5 sisters, and three on my three on my mama's side, and 4 on my daddy's side. So I got a lot of siblings.
So how does an Alabama guy get Drake on the track, the Canadian God? Like how'd you make that happen?
I mean, it really just music. I feel like he understand good music no matter where you from. Like what I'm saying, good music can be found in a village in Africa. Like what I'm saying. It's like it really don't matter about that. Like once you put your ears to something, like you forget about like where a person from. stuff like that. So,
But how'd you get in contact with him? Because, you know, I'm sure Drake is getting tons of records sent to him daily, you know, and Drake is really good at embracing like up and coming artists. Like he hopped on Summer Walker's record really quick. But like, how did you get his attention? Like, did anybody refer you to him, or, you know, did you slide in his DMs? How did that happen?
oh no. We knew DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus
Mm.
Cousins was the one like who kind of like said something to him about me, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, he had hit me up in the DM. So it wasn't like I had hit him up in the DM. He had wrote me after that. After DeMarcus Cousins had sent him a record.
Wow. So you had put the record out already, or you were about to put it out?
No, I had put it out already. It was only out like 2 weeks though, so like the world had heard it yet. Like we didn't really roll out the marketing plan yet for it because it was finna be a single, so it was still finna be a record. You know, it just happened quicker with Drake.
Right. So how long did it take? So you sent him the record. How long did it take to get it back?
Like a day.
A day?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. And he sent it to you once and that's it.
Yep.
Wow. And the rest is history. What'd you think when you heard his verse? Because when he said pretty taught me ugly lessons, I was like, yo.
Yeah. Nah, I was just blowed. I probably had listened to it like 1,000 times before I even. It was just all like a secret thing. Like nobody wanted anybody to post it. Nobody like. It was just like when we got that verse back. It was just like we were just gearing up for everything to change. So.
I really love the video too. I love the concept. I always, you know, when I talk on air, I tell people watch the video. So in the video, I guess you crash your ex-girl's wedding and she ends up leaving with you. so,
Yeah.
What was like, who came up with that treatment? Like what you know, what inspired that?
I came up with that. We had already shot the video before Drake got on it, but once Drake got on it, of course we had to reshoot the whole video. So we had already a video set up like that, that was already shot. But when Drake hopped on, of course, they like changed the whole game plan of it. So we had went to LA and reshot it, but we kept the same treatment though.
Right. Is this song about anybody? Like one of your ex-girlfriends?
Nah.
Because listen, I feel the record. I'm like, I don't know if he's writing from his own personal experience or did you crash a wedding at any point? Like,
oh no. Like I said, I write for people. Like it's people who do feel like that though, and I know they do feel like that because I just see it all the time. So it's sometimes you write for yourself too, but sometimes you write for the world too. Like you write for the world.
As we were talking, Young Bleu, you've talked about this, and I've heard some of your other songs as well. You've been doing this for a long time. You know, you've been dropping records. This just happens to be like your one big record, you know, but you have 3 gold records already. You know,
two of them platinum now.
Okay.
I just can't get the plaque yet.
You better talk your talk. How about your Mind Still? Do you have any?
That's gonna go gold next week.
Next week. Okay. So you already have like plaques and you've been putting out music. You mentioned you were signed to Boosie at one point. Can you talk about your journey and how it's been you switching from label to label? Because when I was looking at your plaques, I did see that there were like different labels on there. Talk about that journey and like getting signed.
I got signed like pretty early in my career, so I really ain't even jumped to a lot of labels. I was signed to Boosie for 6 months. I mean, not for 6 months. Once I signed to Boosie, we signed a joint venture with Columbia like 6 months later after I dropped the first project on his label. And after that, it's just been Empire ever since.
Oh, so these other labels have been kind of little independent things or distribution deals, maybe?
Yeah, it's only been Badass, Columbia, Empire, and Vandroid Music Group. That's my label.
Okay.
I got my plaques. I got some of my plaques in my label name because once I wasn't with Columbia no more. So when I ordered my plaques, I just told them to put it in my label name and Badass name.
Right, right. So what happened with the Boosie situation? I mean, he's a legend.
Yeah.
What was like signing to him, and why did you decide to move on from that situation?
Nah, man, I'm still signed to Boosie. Me and him just got a custom. We got a custom deal. Like we got like a custom deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm still signed to him though. I got like 3 more projects with Boosie.
Oh,
But
okay.
but yeah, I just can do it's like it's difficult. Like I said, it's just a custom situation. It's just like I could still like move how I want to move. I could do any deals I want to do. It's just like I own my master stuff like that. I own my publishing. I really own everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just uh we basically did that because when cause I had a lot of big deals coming my way, and you know once we sat down, it was just like if I wanted to if I want to go on and sign to this person, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't gonna stop me and stuff like that. It was just that I had more projects left with them, so it's like a profit participation thing, like a you know what I'm saying. They still get what they would have got if they would have put it out or if they would have kept me on the label, but I still can go sign bigger deals. Like it come out like it ain't got nothing to do with another. Like if I go sign to Republic, you know what I'm saying? It don't got nothing to do with Republic. Like I get them a percent of what I get. You feel me? I get bad as a percent of what I get.
Yeah.
Because that's just how a person deal. Because they ain't have to really end our record deal as early as it did. Because I still had like 4 more projects with Badass. But to not hold me back from bigger deals, or we did it like that. So we kind of it just come with like just being like closer to people than just pure business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can talk out stuff, and it's really like a custom situation.
I think that's fire. You own your own masters. We talk about ownership all the time.
Yeah.
So it's really good that he, has you in that situation. I was asking because I noticed like Drake put some of the music on his YouTube, under his label, like the OVO
Yeah.
sound. So I was wondering how that works. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Now when we dropped the record, it was my label and OVO collab. But like I said, they liked the record so much they wanted to just put it out as a primary artist. Like he gave me primary artist, which he don't really do with a lot of his features. Like they usually be featured. So giving me primary artists, like they gave me like access to a whole bunch of his fans and his outlets and stuff like that. Because
Wow,
they
that's
just
amazing.
come with it just depends on like how much they like the song. So they really push the song like a Drake song.
Right, right. That's fire. Young Blue is joining us. We're gonna wrap up on the way. You're in Mina's house. I'm Mina SayWhat. You're on the Heat, SiriusXM. So Young Blue, Blue Vandross, I think you call yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the chain. We see the chain. Talk
Mm-hmm.
about how you came about with that name. Obviously it's an ode to the amazing Luther Vandross, but
Yeah.
how did it evolve into Blue Vandross?
Oh, it just kind of what my fans started calling me. It was some just stuff that was on the internet, and I just ran with it. I liked it. I liked how it sounded. It flowed real good, so I just liked it how it sounded.
Yeah. You were talking earlier about how you own your masters and you're kind of involved in a custom deal where you're able to make your own decisions, and other deals.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who has their own label, moving forward, how are you gonna move forward as a businessman? Like what are your plans there?
I really like. I got my stuff separated, so I sign a. If I go sign a independent deal with myself, I can still go sign another deal with my label. So I usually have my labels at 2 different companies. My label and my personal contract at 2 different companies. So like I said, I have a budget and stuff to push out push my artists and push my brand over there. And then I still have my solo situation. So I just try to keep it separate and just Just do it like that. I got some artists that I'm building right now. Brooklyn Love and Trap Baby Tajay and stuff like that. So we growing them
That's
and building them.
amazing.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 20. I just turned 26.
26. So who's giving you all this game on how you're moving business wise? Do you have a mentor or anything?
Nah, it just come from, just living and learning. Like I said, I wasn't always in the perfect deals and in the perfect situations, but I just, you got to be a student of the game for real. Like, if you go into a situation and don't learn from it, then you just gonna stay stupid and probably just stay at the. I really don't think I would have been able to blossom like this if I would have never like learned a lot of things, like from being signed to a label and made a lot of my own connections and stuff like that. Cause like once I was how I'm doing now is way better than I was signed to like one of the biggest labels in the world, like Columbia, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Beyonce.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's Beyonce.
They really couldn't they really didn't too much know exactly what to do with me. But now like I'm like bigger than I ever was in my career with, just being independent and just doing stuff how I do it. So that's why I really wasn't even too much studying signing back to a major label or something unless it just makes sense or something like that. But other than that, yeah, I'm just I like doing stuff freely like I do.
Yeah. So you're mentioning some people. You obviously have a relationship with Boogie Cousins, and I see you always joking around back and forth with 21 Savage. I saw that on the internet. Like, how did you develop those relationships?
Actually, me and 21 Savage, we ain't even know each other. We just randomly started talking about each other out the blue, goddamn. So I don't know if I even call that a relationship, you know what I'm saying? He cool, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I really don't too much like when our cousins, yeah, man, cousins, he from my city, like DeMarcus cousin from my city, so it's like a city thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mess with everybody though. I'm cool with everybody though. I really ain't got no industry people that I just don't like or nothing like that.
Right. So to wrap up, moving forward, where do you go? You have a record with one of the biggest artists of our time. Where do you go from there? What's next?
I feel like just keep doing what I've been doing and just trying to get better and like I said, I already came into this situation with holding my own, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure people already know I can hold my own by now because, like I said, you got to be holding your own for somebody from that caliber to even get on a song with you because they don't even do it for like a fact. They don't really just do it to do it. They just do it like, So I just been holding my own. I'm just gonna keep holding my own, keep trying to get big and big and turn to a superstar, and try not to put too much pressure on myself to, you know what I'm saying, keep trying to do the same thing, just make my music and grow that catalog and fan base.
Right. Yeah. What's your next ideal feature? One name. You got to manifest it, young Bleu. You got to manifest it.
It'd probably be The Weeknd.
Wow. That would be amazing. Well, listen, The Weeknd listens to us. So we're going to put that out into the world. Young Bleu and The Weeknd.
Oh, yeah. I'm not for sure. That'll be hard.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Your mind still. Make sure you guys listen. I know you love the song. Thank you for joining us, Young Bleu. I appreciate you.
Oh, good.
I'm Mina SayWhat. It's The Heat, SiriusXM.